Welcome back to Munster, everybody. 2:38 left here in the fourth quarter. 39 for Lake Central, 33 for the Munster Mustangs. You know what? They don't shoot it. You know that?
No, they're not.
I guess that's considered an offensive foul. And you know, I thought that was like a loose ball. You know, when a normal. I guess both of us are wrong. And evidently. We're a couple of the refs who thought we were shooting it too. So it'll be Munster ball, gets down low to Nikola Mandic, and he throws the ball out to Joe Bannister of Lake Central. Turnover Munster.
Joe Bannister, just a nice read of that pass. I don't think anybody could see him in there, and Joe Bannister just decoyed it.
Got a nice matchup out front here. Ty Wilburn double teamed by Ostojic and Hackett. He finally gets it over to Robert Ryan. Now, if you're Lake Central, do you really slow the ball down? That's not your game, is it?
It's not their style at all.
Robert Ryan gets a 5-second call, and it'll go the other way for Munster. Turnover.
Dave Malosnik not happy about that at all. Neither is McAllister. They jump off the bench and have a couple of words toward Robert Ryan.
You know, how much of an advantage is it to have a former high school basketball coach, whom I always thought was a great high school basketball coach, in Doug McAllister whispering in your ear on what you might want to do?
Yeah, Doug McAllister.
That might be a big factor in these big games for Malosnik. Long three is put up and missed by Kevin Schlotman, and the rebound comes down to Dickelman, and he'll get it out to Robert Ryan. A minute and a half left, and Lake Central up by 6 with the ball. Wilburn will dribble in the middle, and he'll throw it down to Ty Weidman, who'll go to the basket, and he'll miss the first one, tip it, and miss it again. Nice box out by Adam Ostojic, and we got a foul down low, and that'll be on Lake Central. And that will be on number 2, and that'll be Ty Wilburn.
I'm still trying to figure out this officiating crew and what the deal is, you know, how tight they're calling. Are they trying to get these teams, like, you know, set for the sectionals or something? I mean, I don't get it. You're seeing stuff that normally is not even close to being called, getting a whistle tonight. I don't understand it.
High school basketball in Indiana. What don't you understand?
You know what? Watching the game Friday night here, EC Central and Munster, that was it's sometimes a wrestling match, and tonight you can't even, you fart and you got a foul call. I mean, it's crazy.
You know, I don't know. I mean, how many times? I'll tell you what, I went out and did that Andrean semi-state. By the way, there's a timeout called by Lake Central with 1:32 left here. It's Munster 39 and Lake Central 33. Let's keep it right here. I went out to that game where Andrean lost to Fort Wayne, somebody or other, out in Huntington North.
Okay.
And it was a really odd game because it was called very tightly, and the difference was the big guy down low for Andrean carried all these fouls the whole second half. What was his name?
Herringody at the time?
No, this was last year. It was last year.
Davidson?
Don't ask me, okay? I just announced the game and then throw all of that knowledge just away, okay? But and it was kind of odd because we're all the way out in Huntington North, and there's one region referee on the floor, and it's Mike Wisnora, and he is whistling up a storm. I mean, just not on. You know what? It's just maybe the game is just that way. If guys are being lazy and they're reaching in and all that, then you just got to call the fouls. You know what I mean? A long time ago, I tried to quit giving a generalization about a game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is really a downstate officiated game, as you well know, but then you go downstate sometimes and they just let them rumble. You know what I mean?
It depends on the crew, and tonight's crew has been really tight.
So putting that up, Cody Grzybowski has done a great job playing with 4 fouls against Ty Weidman. Now, Pat McCarthy is fouled out for Munster, and I think that might have been the turning point right there. Don't you think so, Minnow?
Yeah, absolutely. He was doing such a good job down low, and you seen the fire in his eyes when he came up. It was a couple of really weak fouls.
Grzybowski throws up a ball off the back of the iron, and it goes straight up and comes in. So Munster's only down by 4.
Put it on the board.
And it'll be full court pressure by Munster, and the ball will come into Ty Weidman. He'll get it to Ty Wilburn, and it'll be stolen by Ostojic. He'll back in, get it on out, and a long 3 almost taken by Hackett, He gets the ball, and he calls a timeout. This time we will take one.
I don't know. They're going to give him the timeout.
They're going to give him the timeout. It looks, well, let's see what they're going to call. Jump ball, you're right.
Yeah, I don't think they see Mike.
But Munster keeps it on that, so minute 22 left. Possession arrow will now go to Lake Central. They did not give him the timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Hackett called it. Adam Stoyets on the right wing. Throws the ball out to Toth. Toth, Drew Hackett, long three, misses it, and the ball is on the ground. No one wants it, and finally it's rebounded as Joe Bannister gets it, and Drew Hackett fouls him immediately. Nobody wanted that rebound.
No. But you knew that was going to be a call. As soon as Drew Hackett went in there trying to get the ball and tie him up, maybe draw the jump ball, and he gets whistled. Now that one, I like that call. That one was a good call.
39 for Lake Central, 35 for Munster, with a minute 12 left. So what do you do now here? If you're Munster, you start fouling right away if you don't score on the next basket. So it'll be actually 1-1, right? And he misses the first. Huge miss there by Joe Bannister. Here comes Hackett the other way for Munster. Minute left, and he he just got pickpocketed by Joe Bannister. That was a clean pickpocket.
Yep.
That was a. Now the ball goes the other way. Ty Wilburn, and he loses his footing, and was kind of out of control, but still is going to be a foul on Adam Stoyets for Munster. So is that their 10th foul? Yes, that's the 10th. So Wilburn gets 2 shots on this one. 39 for Lake Central, 35 for Munster. Yes, you're hearing that correctly. With only 58.9 seconds left in this one.
So what do we have? We had 19 in the first. We've had 37 fouls so far tonight.
20 fouls in the first. I think Munster had 11.
20?
Yeah, Munster had 11. Munster had 12, so 21 in the first and 18. What is that? 39?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Like I got shortchanged on my ticket coming in the door here tonight.
41-35 Lake Central over Munster now. Hackett with the ball, throws it in the middle. Mike Hayes back on out to Adam Stoyets, long three, misses it. And the rebound comes out to Matt Medighetti, and he is quickly fouled. So Lake Central will go to the line here with a 6-point lead under a minute left.
Yeah, not exactly the contest that I expected walking into the gymnasium tonight. The atmosphere walking in was one that we're going to see a real barn burner as this rivalry has lended itself in the last few years, and this one kind of a little bit of a fizzle due to the whistles.
Matt Medighetti, that's an easy free throw, man. He's not even trying.
No, he can do this in his sleep.
Really? I mean, literally, you never see a guy just, all right, I'm just going to shoot it, and I know I'm going to make it. And he does it again. There it is. Doesn't even hit any rim. Didn't even sweat. 43-35, Munster, long three by Hackett, and that is off the front, and rebound to Medighetti, and he'll go down, and Weidman will try to pick it up. Medighetti gets it, and we finally have a jump ball called, and this one will go to Lake Central. So, Minnow, we're very close to getting a post-game sponsor, but we don't have one. So we're not going to do one. So what do you see here tonight?
Well, tonight this is not the game that I really expected coming out. I really wanted to see the talents of Weidman and Medighetti and them really cut loose tonight. But the early whistles in this contest kind of curtailed that. And I'm sure that some of the people that are leaving the stage right now feel like they didn't really get their money's worth out of this one. That the officials kind of dictated this game and took a lot of the wind out of the sails here. That'll
be another foul on Munster. That'll be their 23rd foul of the game. As going up to the line is Joe Bannister. That foul will be on Vucenic, and that is his second foul. So if Bannister makes the second one, it could say that Lake Central's up by 10. And it is, if Lake Central wins by double digits, it's not going to tell the story of this game. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
Long three is put up there, and that is missed by Vucenic. And Stojic gets the foul, and he'll send Ty Wilburn to the line. So Lake Central going to go to 4-1, Minnow.
Yep, 4-1. I mean, you got to think they'd really like the one back the other night against Bowman. And talking to a few people around here, that game was a wild one as Bowman full court pressed the entire night. And but they won't see those again. What I will say, though, is doing away, as Wilburn hits the free throw, doing away with the round robin in the Duneland Athletic Conference allowed a matchup like last Friday of Bowman at Lake Central, Bowman at Chesterton 2 nights before. That's good for Northwest Indiana basketball to get those kind of matchups, and just I'm glad they did away with the round robin.
Long three by Hayes. He puts it up and in, 47-38, Lake Central over Munster. And a nice throw, nice pass by Weidman. It'll go to Joe Bannister, and he'll go up and he'll miss the shot.
He got hacked.
And finally you have a foul down here on Ty Wilburn with 9 seconds left. As that's a first, and I'll tell you what, Malosnik is just hot. McAllister is all over him. And Malosnik's talking to the ref. He doesn't want to get a T right now with 9 seconds left. But I'll tell you what, he is incredulous right now.
He let the first little bump go on his guy, let it go away, and then when Lake Central bumped Munster, they called it, and that's what Dave is very upset about.
9 seconds left. Lake Central up by 9. That'll send Vucenic to the line, and he'll miss the first one, and that'll be a rebound by Weidman. And let's see if Munster fouls. No, they're not gonna. Weidman's just gonna hold the ball, and that'll be it. With 1 second left. 47 Lake Central. 38 Munster. That's your final. Be back in a minute. AM 1230 WJOB.